So this is the setup that until now I've been using for the last 2-3 years, the time I've been training indoors for. So this is my first ever road bike, or first, my own road bike. As it was on the road, I've put some aero bars on, dropped the stem right down, put it in vaguely the same position that my time trial bike was in. It's a bit different now, but it's close enough for a bit of training. I use a Stages power meter on it, and then it's just on a Cyclops Magneto Pro Turbo, which is actually alright. It's got a good feel, it's got a reasonably big flywheel for a box standard turbo trainer, so it's always been okay. But it's a couple of years old, everything creaks, everything groans. I couldn't bring myself to do like a full refresh on a bike that sits on a turbo. If I want to make some serious gains over the winter, I need to upgrade the hardware, I think. So, I have done. Can you guess what it is yet? Here we go. This is a big unboxing. Ooh. Yeah, that's how it comes. Ooh, that looks like a box of bits in there. So there's the actual unit itself. Wonder how long all these will stay on for. Very nice. Right, I need both hands, so I'm going to get it out. Show you more then. Stage 1. That took some doing. Looks good, doesn't it? I'll figure out what it all does at some point soon. Then I'm going to tidy the garage out, get it in there before I set it up. Looks good. So it's in the garage now. I can't get over how small it is. The footprint it takes up is so much less than a bike and a turbo. Looks brilliant. I could probably bring it back a bit further in the garage, but I'm going to get it all set up, see how much space I've got, and go from there. But initial impressions, look wicked. It's quite heavy. I think it's 40 kilos, so it took a bit of a lifting to get it in here. But being a frail triathlete, I've struggled a bit, but it's good so far. Get a bit more set up in a minute. So in the little pack you get with it, you get a couple of Allen keys to set it up, power pack, what that is, and some pedals which probably won't get used, and the aero bars. So I'm going to get all this out, see what I use and what I don't, and go from there. The instructions are still in the bag for the time being. I'm not doing the man thing and throwing them away, I will keep them just in case, but I'm going to give it a go without them. Could be a mistake, but hey ho. It's looking more like a bike now, if it can look like a bike. So in terms of actually setting it up to your size, if you go on the Wattbike website, you can follow like a step-by-step guide where you take some measurements from your current bike with a tape measure, do a few markings up and things, and then it tells you what setting to put each thing on. So I'm going to get the TT bike, I think, and get that position dialed in on here. Also, I'm aiming to improve it, but as a benchmark, I'm going to put it exactly the same position my TT bike is. What I'm then going to do is raise it up a bit for road bike use for the next couple of weeks, but the idea is that the chicken doesn't come in the garage, get out, and then go from there. So I'm going to get that out and get measured up. What are you doing? You be evicted. Oh, help. Jesus. Just had a quick spin on it. The flywheel is still spinning down. It's got some weight behind it. That has. It feels awesome. I've not even turned it on really. It's just a resistance of the flywheel as well I've been pedaling against, which is plenty. So I've got it set up in TT position. It feels just like riding a TT bike, so already it's serving the purpose. However, what I am going to do now is get the road bike out, set it up like the road bike, have a couple of weeks riding it like my road bike, and then after that go to TT position and start trying to work on that. When it's set up in a road bike position, I can still get down on the aero bars and do a bit in the aero position, but I'm not too bothered about it at the minute. And my bigger focus should be on getting the best training I can out of the position I need to be in the whole route. 2 weeks of training to go, so I'm going to get the road bike out now, get that sorted, get this set up, and then have a sit on it, and put some proper shoes on, I think, and give it a go.